Okay, make sure y'all good. Okay, man, this is a quick video of, I'm in a car right now, and this car bill is literally $659.37 a month. And we ain't even talking about insurance, so I'm gonna just let y'all see what's going down, though, for real.
Don't let this be you. 28% on an auto loan, that's a no-go. Your interest rate should not be no more than 6%, maybe 7%. So let's work on your credit so this won't be you. Look at his monthly payments, more than my mortgage.
Man, just from watching that was me. Literally, my shit, I got a 2008 Ford F-150, and it's sold for literally 28%, $15,000. Like, just because I'm a first timer, be better, man.
If you ever paid a down payment for your car, you got scammed like hell. Now, my boyfriend's dad was a car salesman, manager at that. And he told me that when you put a down payment on your car, the car salesman pocket it as commission. You think that you just put $10,000 on your car loan, when really your interest was adjusted $10,000. Let me break it down for you. If you get a car that's $20,000 and the car salesman convinced you to put down $5,000, theoretically you will owe $15,000 for the car, right? Okay, but what if the car salesman says the car is $20,000 on a 15% interest rate, and you put down that same $5,000? Now you notice the interest rate went down. So instead of it being 15%, now it's 7.5% interest rate. You didn't even pay attention to the interest. You just paid attention to your monthly payments go down. When all actuality, monthly payments went down because the interest went down, not because of the down payment. Because this went right over your head, he pocketed your whole $5,000 as commission. Anyone that pays a down payment or trade in their car just to be upside down or losing money that they didn't have to spend is completely ridiculous. And we got to do better by knowing what the hell we're talking about when we are walking up in these car dealerships.
Just from watching that, bruh, she's not lying, literally. That's how they get you. They start by getting your credit. They make sure, oh, okay, you can afford it, you can buy it. But let me know in the comments, has this happened to you? Have you experienced this?
The cars that I've owned and their car payments. Let's start off with some of y'all dream car that I keep telling y'all not to buy because it's a lemon. But it's the 2023 Jeep Wrangler. This one was $973 a month. Up next, we have my 2020 Dodge Challenger. This was the 50th edition. It was $1060 a month. Then we have my baby that they have not repossessed because that's my soulmate. I love my car. This is the 2022 Tesla Model 3 Long Range. This payment was $1163 a month. I need to do a video on how much these cars are worth now. It'll shock you. Then we have another one of y'all dream cars that I keep telling y'all not to buy too. 2023 Mercedes-Benz C300. This one was $1212 a month. Then we have Bronquisha, the Bronco. This one was a 2022 Bronco, and the payment on this was $1219 a month. Then we have my 2022 Dodge Durango with the red seats. It was so cute. This one was $1224 a month. My biggest moneymaker ever was this car, the 2020 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. This one was $1260 a month. Look at my son. He was so cute. But anyway, the 2023 Dodge Charger, this was the last call. $1508 a month. I know. Last but not least, the only and last six-figure car that I'll ever own, 2022 Hellcat, $1,700 a month. $1,700.
See, watching that, I'm trying to think, where does she get all this money from? Because those cars are expensive. And you see how many cars she went through? No way she got all of them. She is trading them bitches back to back.
So you get approved at a super high interest rate and your salesman says, don't worry about it, just refinance after a year. Now keep in mind, when you have a super high interest rate, the monthly payments that you make are really going towards interest. They're not actually hitting the car itself. So a year later, when you go to the credit union and try to refinance, they pull your payoff, and your payoff isn't even different from when you originally got the car. It's because the principal wasn't hit at all. In this situation, the credit union cuts you back, which means that if your payoff's $20,000, they say the car's only worth $15,000, you have to put $5,000 down in order to refinance.
See, now just watching that part right there, that explains a lot about these people that do not care. They just get commission out of us, and then they just go about their day while we gotta pay that bill, or our car's gonna get repossessed. So we paying this high ass bill. But I'm just saying,
You know, something that I noticed lately is, given these times, car prices are high, car notes are high, right? And people keep saying, I would never pay this much for a car note. That car payment is insane. That's a mortgage payment. But you want to know what I find interesting that nobody ever talks about? That daycare bill. You want to talk about the value depreciating in a car and talk about people who car payments are high. But what about that daycare bill? Daycare bill be $300, $400, $200 a week, and don't have multiple kids. You're not getting that money back. But you people will pay $1,000, $1,200, whatever it is in daycare. And trust me, I'm a mom, I've been there. But I never ragged on what anybody else decided to spend their money on. It ain't my bill anyway. Just my thought.
see, that's a fact. That's why I be wondering, if you don't have family members and you gotta take your child somewhere to be watched, daycare. But just know they gonna charge you a good bone just to have them at daycare. It's $150 I seen at the minimum, but it goes up. So y'all be careful, man.
I want to know what y'all's car payments are every month, because I refuse to believe that I am the only person with a high car payment, and I refuse to believe that my husband is the only man with a high car payment. I don't know if y'all see it, but I literally see vehicles posted for sale now for like $100,000 to almost $200,000, and there's absolutely no way that people are purchasing these vehicles without paying a high car payment. So y'all are mad at me, and I know that I am not the only person with these high ass car payments. I'm not, and other people just might not be telling you what their car payments are, but there are a lot of people with these high car payments.
See, that's crazy. I don't know how she afford $1,500 car payment. That's what's wild. Like, how the hell you afford that? But let's see more.
So dude in the video, he's a physician, his wife is a physician, and he goes on to say that, you know, their cars are paid off. He drives this car right here. He drives this little car. He said his name is Rolly, got almost 200,000 miles on. He said he gonna ride with that bitch till it fall apart. And that's fine and dandy. And it's in the comments, and everybody's like, yeah, I'm not trying to pay no high car payment. I'm gonna ride my car. And it's like, but I thought everybody make all this money. I thought all y'all goddamn bajillionaires on this app. I thought everybody getting money up out here. But one thing I really want to say, that's fine. Y'all want to ride around and hoop this or whatever to no car payment, that's fine. But y'all got to stop thinking that everybody is broke. Or everybody, like him and his wife are physicians. However, I'm 9 times out of 10, they got an ass load of student debt. That said, y'all got to act like everybody is the same. Y'all, people who got money, some people that make money, they want to travel. Some people that got money, they want to, you know, invest in their children as far as extracurriculars. Some people that got money just want to they just, you know, save it. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody want to wait till they 60, damn near a foot and a half in the grave to finally buy the car they always wanted. Not everybody's in the same financial position as y'all. And I don't want broke people to get on the internet and sit here and shame people that make decent money or can afford nice things to feel bad for buying nice things. Nice things cost money. Yes. I feel like exposure to like $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 cars came popular because of the internet. But what the fuck did y'all think these nice BMWs, Mercedes, what did you think these cars cost before the internet came and people started saying what they was paying for these cars? Not everybody's car poor. Not everybody's house poor. Some people can afford a $1,500 car note and not blink twice. Some people can afford $3,000 in car notes and not blink twice, bruh. Yes, there are some people out here that can pay your mortgage in cars and not blink twice. I happen to be one of those people. But guess what? I don't travel everywhere because I got 5 kids. I don't have the time to travel. We can only do a trip once a year. And that's around the holiday time because we have to schedule it that way. Not everybody's situation is the same. And you got a lot of people that can never touch that type of lifestyle, get on here and try to shame and talk shit and assume everybody broke just like them. And y'all got to stop projecting y'all's financial scarcity on the other people.
Just from watching that, and he is speaking facts. Literally, that type of payments, they don't get over. Literally, they will charge you that, and they will get their money back. Let me know in the comments, what's your highest car payment?
So since I made that video talking about how we're trying to normalize $600 car payments, I've noticed in the comments that a lot of people truly do not understand the concept of interest. And I said this in a comment video that I stitched, but I truly think it's because y'all were never taught and y'all had nobody to guide you on the purchase journey. Like, y'all only had the person who was selling you the car and then the person you were borrowing the money from. And in my opinion, a lot of those people just don't have your best interests at heart. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them don't. So, when you go to purchase a car, unless you are paying for the car in full, you will have to finance your car. Okay. We're going to leave out the down payments right now. We're just going to talk about strictly interest. Okay. You get the car. You have to finance X amount. We'll say X amount is $30,000. You have to finance that. They run your credit. Your credit directly relates to the interest rate that you're going to get from whoever is lending you the money. Okay. So the average interest rates right now are from anywhere from like 6 to 12%. 6% if you have good credit, 12% if you have bad credit, and then whatever in between. Okay. This interest is applied to the lump sum of the loan. I said $30,000. So we'll say you got 8% interest. You will be paying back 8% interest on this $30,000 loan. Okay? Stay with me. So when they determine your monthly payments, it's not $30,000 divided by whatever the hell you decide to finance for. It's $30,000 plus that 8% interest that the bank gave you.
Yep, that's exactly how they're getting me. Literally, I pay $200 every month, and they take $100. I give $100. That's how it somehow works. And with that, it's not only just $15,000 for a 2008 Ford F-150 Super Crew Cab or whatever you want to call it. It's even more. It's not just $15,000. I'm already paid almost that, literally, or more. And it's been 3 years. So just to let you know, man, they screw you over.
Divided by whatever you financed. That's what your monthly payment is. And I done pulled out real numbers for y'all because I really, really, really want y'all to get what I'm saying. Like, I truly want y'all to get it. So, real numbers. $30,000, that's what you're financing. You have 8% interest. We're going to say you finance for 72 months. That's 6 years, but 72 months. 30,000 divided by 72 months, no interest, is around $416. Okay? $30,000 divided by 72 months plus your interest that the bank is charging you is $526 per month. Okay? So $526 minus $416, that's $110. So you are paying $110 to nothing. You're paying that towards interest a month. That's what the bank is charging you for lending you the money to buy the car. So all in all, when you pay that car off at the end of your 6-year loan term, when you pay it off, you will be paying back $37,000, even though you purchased the car for $30,000. Let me say it again. You will be paying back $37,000 and you bought the car for $30,000. That is what I'm talking about. Now let's go back to the down payments. So boom, you want this $30,000 car. Cool. You got $10,000 to get it. So we're going to do the math on that. Okay, boom. So you put the $10,000 down and now you're left with $20,000 to finance. We're going to keep the same interest rate of 8%. And we're going to keep the same loan financing term of 72 months. Your car payment would be $341. That's a $160 difference, around about $160 difference in money that you're paying back. And that extra $160 is not even going towards your car. It's going to the bank. It's going to the bank. And that's what y'all aren't getting. Like when you lock in with an interest rate and whatever financing amount that you did, like you're gonna pay back way more than that. Like at the end of your loan term, you're gonna see all the extra money that you just paid just interest. And there are ways to cut your interest. You can bi-weekly pay your car payment. That's number one. Like there are so many ways to beat the interest that people just don't know about because they're not told. But trying to get on here and tell me that zero down on a $20,000 or $30,000, $40,000 car is a good idea will never fit, because you're going to pay way more than what the car is worth. And the moment you drive it off the lot, it dropped $5,000 anyway. So yeah, I hope this truly helps y'all understand the concept of interest. Like truly. And interest, this is in any loan situation. We're talking about cars, but same with houses, anything else you can get a loan on, and there's interest. This relates. So please watch twice if you have to, and make better car decisions.
And just from watching that, bro, she's not lying, bro. That's facts. Literally. She even figured the math out. So next time you go to a dealership, make sure that you know that if you're putting a down payment, you're always going to have to pay more, especially taking a loan out. If you got no credit, even worse.
When'd you get it?
In January. My car.
You just got it.
My car broke down.
No. What was owed on the last car? So we've gone further into debt, is what I'm hearing. So from last time when we were making progress, if you've and it's 75 months, not even 72, it's 75 months. 75 months.
I'm making double payments on it, but not anymore since he lost his job. So I made 4 payments in 2 months. And
it doesn't even matter because it's $558 a month. That's an insane payment for your. Oh no. What is the interest rate on this? You have to know the interest rate on this.
Yeah, it's like 21%.
Are you sure it's 21%? Because they think it's 24%.
Oh, maybe it's 24. Okay.
24% loan? You went and signed up for a 24% loan? No. Okay. So, Okay. This is blowing my mind right now. We're further in the hole. We've gone worse. You've seen probably some of my other videos. We had a conversation. How could we possibly, if you're trying to get into a right situation 4 months ago, after our video was already done, well within a few months before that, why would we go get a $21,000 loan at 24%? How is that? Did someone talk you into it? Was the husband like okay with it? Where were we? I need to know how you did this, or else
I needed a vehicle.
But why'd you do this? Why'd you not go get a crappy $5,000 car? I don't even care that a mechanic says is drivable and will get you somewhere safe and is from the mid 2000s for a while you saved up some money, a bit at least, or $10,000 with a loan of this interest rate because your credit score is really bad. But why'd you decide to go over $20,000 on a 2015 car that's probably not worth that? I don't know. We can look up. But why? If there's no why, then what that immediately screams to me, and this is not to be rude, but what this immediately screams to me is that you're doing this until you're 70. Over and over and over and over and over again. No progress. If this just happened halfway after between now and the last episode we recorded with you. Please, there has to be some why. Okay, fine. Why'd you not get a $10,000 car?
I could not find financing to get a $10,000 one, and I only had $3,000 in hand.
That doesn't make sense. You got financing for a $20,000 one,
yes. I tried different credit unions. They didn't help me. I tried different financing options. Did
you look at personal loans and stuff as well?
Yes, I did. Okay. I went through my bank. I went through.
Who approved you for this?
Bridgecrest was the. That's the financing company.
At the auto place?
Yeah, or Carvana, yeah.
Okay. Why didn't you get a $10,000 car at Carvana?
It would not go through for a $10,000 finance. I tried different.
Did you go to other dealerships?
Yes, I right here in Austin, and that was the national one, and then there was another one who wanted to put me in a different. It wasn't going to be any. It was going to be more than that.
It sounds like they were just refusing you to get you. They wanted to hire a sale. And they were using the leverage of you needed a finance to them to get that. So, I I wasn't there. I don't know. I haven't seen all the loans. But it kind of blows my mind that, this is a predatory loan. If you could get this for this, you could get it for $10,000. I wasn't there. I haven't seen the whole situation. But there's no way. That doesn't make sense in my mind.
Yeah, I was.
Unless I'm missing something, I'm always happy to learn something, but this doesn't make sense. This is predatory. Almost $600 for 6 years? That's bad.
See, that's wild. $600 for 6 years. Oh my gosh. I wonder what car dealership got her, bro, because that's the worst. To get scammed over is the worst. That's why I say make sure you know your numbers, because if you don't know your numbers, they will add warranties, insurances, things to get them more commission while you're paying out of pocket more.
A lot of you guys are asking why my car payment is $1,000 a month, and here's why. So I told you guys I got my first car when I was a senior. It was the car of that year. I had a backup camera, I had a push start, everything, right? 9 months later, I crashed it and I totaled it, and my parents had already almost paid it off. So then they pulled me out another car, the same one, but I had to pay it. So I started paying it. I was giving payments, and I was almost done. I had less than 10,000, right? I always kept up with the maintenance, everything. And I don't know why, but there was so many recalls on this car to the point where it almost left me on the freeway a couple times, okay? By this time, I already had my son. He was a baby at that time. And it got to the point where it wasn't even safe for us to be driving in that car. Not even on the freeway, not anywhere. So my mom was like, it was time to upgrade. So I was like, all right, bet. So then I went in, and at that time, it was 2021. I got a 2021 Acura ILX, super nice, brand new, nice interior, everything, right? Never really gave me problems. And I got married. We have 3 kids now. Fast forward to now. And we just didn't fit in that little car anymore. We needed a SUV, like a mom car. So I traded in this car, my car, for this car. And I'm actually carrying $10,000 of negative equity from my very first car. But I had no choice. Like, at that point, it was not safe to drive that car. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to have to swallow it and take the L.
And see, that's how they even get you even worse. When you're in high school, there's always that dream car. There's that first car you want to drive. And I used to be that way too. After I went through 7 cars, I just said, okay, I'm going to just stick with something reliable, I thought. But just to let you know, man, that's how life goes. Let me know in the comments, what's your first car, dream car?
So that's why my car payment is so high, but it's totally worth it for me because, yes, I have my mom car and we have our room. And look at this car seat. Look at how big it is. It takes up a lot of space because it turns. And my kids are comfortable. We have the stroller in the back. So to me, yes, it's $1,000, but it's our safety. And we have the room that we need. And I love my car.
Let us explain why this is not how that works. How having bad credit doesn't always mean a high payment, or having a high payment doesn't always mean bad credit. Okay, so let's say you buy a $75,000 car. Rashawn, do you have a calculator? $75,000 car. If you add tax to that, you're going to be at like $83,000, right? At least over here in Los Angeles. Divide that. 84,000. Let's just say. Divide 84,000 by 72 months. That's without interest. So my payment's already at $1,166 a month, right? If you add interest to that, you'll be at $1,300, $1,400, depending on what the rate is. So if you have bad credit, your payment could go up to $1,800, $1,900. If you have good credit, you get a low rate, you're going to be closer to $1,200, $1,300. If you have 0%, which means zero interest, you didn't finance, you're just dividing the payments, assuming that's possible, you're at $1,166 a month. So when you pick a car that's expensive, it's going to be a high finance amount, and it's going to be a high payment. It doesn't mean you have bad credit.
See, after watching that, I never knew that. That explains more, especially from the workers at hand, how they get it and how they get their commission. So, like they said, if you don't have the best credit, you're going to end up paying the highest prices. So, make sure your credit is good. I don't know if mine's is. I do know.
Just you know you'll have bad credit when you're financing a low amount and paying a ridiculous number like that. Like if someone bought a 2015 Honda and they're paying like an $800 payment, it kind of lets you know that there's somewhere challenge credit or something like that. A car that's cheaper, lower value, that wouldn't typically be around that range of a payment for, especially like mileage and stuff like that.
Yeah, like a 10 grand car. If I finance a 10 grand car, that's gonna be like 130, 140 plus interest, which will put you at 200 if you have a decent rate, right? Now, if my credit sucks and I have a 500 score, 450 score, my rate's 26%, almost a legal limit for interest rate, my payment's going to be $400 on a $10,000 car, which means I'm paying damn near $28,000 for a $10,000 car because I don't have good credit. But if I'm taking a $75,000 car and I'm financing that, my payment's going to be over $1,200, $1,100 for sure. And we wouldn't buy that car if we couldn't afford that monthly. It's less than 20% of our monthly income. Yeah. So we're cool with that.
We buy what we can afford. Everybody here obviously has a budget just like anybody else that works a regular job. So if someone's comfortable with a $1,000 payment, $1,200 payment, obviously, you know, everything's high right now. They can afford it. Everybody's meeting the budget. Some people don't have responsibilities. It all depends.
Some people are saying just go put a lot down. Put enough down to where your payment's low. Here's the thing. If I'm putting $40K down on a $70,000 car, my payment's still going to be close to, you know, $600, $500 a month with $40K down. But if my rate is, let's say, 6%, and I can invest that $40,000 in something, whether it's real estate, stocks, whatever you want to do, crypto, whatever it is, and my return on investment is at a rate higher than what my interest rate would be, I'm better off putting that $40,000 into an investment instead, and I get a positive return on investment. That becomes positive.
It also just depends, again, if you're someone who needs to have a budget of what you're spending, dropping $40,000, putting $20,000 down just to be at a certain payment, you know, all
doesn't
power
make
to
sense
you.
either.
I mean,
Just get a cheaper
it doesn't
car
make
at that
sense,
point.
but it's like if you want to stunt, you know, like you want to stunt, you want to show out, you know, that's what you do.
So yeah, man, just let me know what y'all thought down below though. Has your car been repossessed, or what's your car payments? Because mine's, like I said, $696.37. I'm telling y'all, every month. And then you just got to add the monthly bills. I'm telling you, these cars, they just scamming us. And then we got to pay that big ass bill. But I'm going to stop yapping, man. Thanks for watching the video, and check out my other videos. I got a lot of videos exposing these little companies and just things. I'm just saying. But see y'all.